2020 was definitely a year to remember. In March, we were swept off our feet with the announcement of a global pandemic, leaving us stranded and isolated at home. Thank God the fishing season was not open yet, which made it a little easier to digest. But one thing was for sure, I knew the fishing was just around the corner. Time went by filled with uncertainty and things got worse. The fishing season was now open and the rivers were flowing. I was feeling the call to go fishing in my veins, but I could not leave home. Was my season going to be compromised or not? The isolation was getting to me and I was impatiently waiting to go out there. And all of a sudden, in the beginning of June, everything changed. The situation was under control and I could now hit the road to go enjoy some good times outside by the river. I called my buddy Max and we decided to go fishing on the Matapedia River. The fishing conditions were perfect and it was the best time of year to catch what I was looking for, a big fresh Atlantic. The Matapedia River is famous for the size of the fish and especially the quantity of salmon that come up each year. It is common to catch a fish over 20 pounds in the beginning of the year. When your line gets tight, you know you will be in for a solid battle.
Les débuts de saison sur le Matapedia, c'est vraiment, à mon sens, à moi, ce qui est le temps prime de la rivière. L'eau est haute, les saumons sont frais. C'est souvent les gros saumons qui montent en début de saison. C'est vraiment un temps où, autant pour un pêcheur, il y a beaucoup de challenges. Il y a beaucoup d'eau à couvrir. Les fosses ne sont pas remplies de saumon, il faut trouver le saumon. Mais en même temps, quand on pêche un saumon en début juin, souvent c'est le saumon d'une vie, là.
I was glad to fish this river with my buddy Max because he knows it really well and the river offers many possibilities. It is a long river with a lot of space to explore. We used our canoe to find unfished water and I felt really confident it was going to happen. It was June 11th, the day of my birthday, and I really wanted to catch a fish to celebrate my birthday and also help me forget the past months spent in confinement. Max showed me his flies and then I knew I was going to catch a big one. He had the perfect big flies that he had tied himself. I stole one from him, a mix between a black bear greenbutt and a picasse, and I hit the water more confident than ever.
Dernière après-midi de pêche, on espère que ça va se passer aujourd'hui.
And all of a sudden, it happened. Boom! The fish I was looking for was on my line, and I knew at that moment it was a big one.
Happy birthday, Freddie!
I just could not believe it. I had just captured the biggest fish of my life on the day of my birthday, and it made me feel really good. I remembered why I love fly fishing so much, and it made me forget all the mayhem around the world for a moment, as I released it and thanked my buddy Max for putting me on this fish. We sat by the fire, and it felt like a mission accomplished for everyone. I still think to this day it was the best beer I had. Being with my friends felt like a true privilege that had been taken away from me. The past was now behind us and I was already thinking about my next adventure. Next up came a long road trip up north aboard the Hooke van with two of my good friends, Matt and Julia. We were headed to discover the region of Iouiskitch Bay James. I have always been fascinated by this territory. It is wild, vast, and filled with unfished lakes and rivers. This time we came here in search of big pike, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
The wildlife reserve, Albanani-Mistassini-Wakunitchi Lake. It is a 24,000 kilometer square territory located in Iouiskitch Bay James. We manage over 5,000 lakes. In these lakes you can find 4 huge species like the pike, walleye, brook trout and lake trout. Fishing is possible on humongous lakes, huge rivers. There's a lot of place to discover.
We had so many options, we didn't know where to start. It was Juliette's first experience fishing for pike, and I really wanted her to get the chance to catch a big one. I myself had not fished for pike that often, but my buddy Matt had come prepared. He had the right flies and the perfect material to get us on the big ones. We fished different rivers, lakes, we gave it all we got, and finally we found the perfect spot where we were sure the big ones were hiding right under the boat.
That's the bite we're looking for. What a fight. I think it's over 20 for sure. Check this out. Yeah!
Once again, I was blessed with another fish of a lifetime. I just couldn't believe it. After my big salmon, this just stopped it all off. But it was not over. I wanted Juliette and Matt to get one too. I was really confident about this spot, so we changed the fly and kept exploring.
I go there alone.
First time pike fishing for Juliette. She worked hard for real all week, casted those big flies. Good job.
Juliette put in the effort and was rewarded with a nice fish. Now it was Matt's turn and we were ready to do everything it took to put him on a fish. It was our last day and our fingers were crossed so it would happen.
I go down the hills, the tides, the hills, they drive me.
Matt just caught the fish of the trip.
Oh man, it's amazing.
We all got a nice pike. We worked really hard, and I didn't think Matt was going to get a big pike like that. Man.
Never give up, man. The
Never
last
give
cast.
up.
This adventure could not have ended in a better way. I had only good memories of this trip. But as I was leaving, I had only one thing in mind. What's next? Summer went by as a charm, and by the end of October, everything came together. I flew to Terrace, BC with Alexi for the trip of a lifetime to meet up with Darren Bisson, a local fly fishing guide and owner of North Pacific Spade.
What's so magical about coming to Terrace is basically every month during the season is something different. In June, it starts off with the big Chinooks, and then the rest of the species start coming in, the pinks, the chums, the sockeye. And then later in the fall, it's steelhead and then coho fishing. No matter where you go, it's no place like it. Like, I've driven around a lot of places, and once you get in around Terrace, it's just the water's green, it's glacier water, it's untouched. It's like the land before time.
On our first day of fishing, Darren brought us for some coastal fishing in search of coho. The expedition consisted of a 2-hour boat ride in the ocean to finally drive up a river and arrive at the perfect spot to catch our first coho salmon.
Woo! Beautiful place.
You think the salmon are here?
I think so.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm setting up the rod. This place is amazing. We saw a couple of fish jumping, so we know they are there, but can't wait to put a fly in it.
I just could not believe it. I was now in the true wilderness of BC, in one of the most beautiful places on earth, and the fish were there.
Things you held from me.
Yeah, boy.
Whoa, my first coho ever. Those fish are beautiful. Even at this time of the year, they still have some very bright color and good fight.
I'd never caught a coho before, and I was amazed by their strength and also by the take, which is very aggressive. It felt good to share this moment with another good buddy of mine.
Oh man, we drove up here with Darren's boat. He brought us on the hot spot. Just can't believe the quality of fishing we're getting here, one after the other. Really big fish. I can't believe it. When you look around, like in Jurassic Park, this is completely crazy. Just can't believe it. Really nice.
The trip was off to a perfect start, but we knew it was only the beginning because the next days we were out on a mission to catch our first steelhead.
For me and Alexi, it's our first time targeting steelhead. We're gonna choose a good fly, and you think we're gonna get one?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah?
There's a steelhead in there in that shiny water. People come from all over the world to experience our world cast steelhead fishing. What's so great about it is every fish in the area is wild. So none of it's been enhanced or tampered with. These steelhead have been around since the beginning of time. And when you catch just one, it's a very special fish.
Sunken way to go down.
Alexi broke the ice and I was really happy for him because he had been looking for this fish for a long time.
Couldn't believe we have a fish already. First spool of the day.
The seas were sound. The books are closed.
Yes!
They
Oh, nice. First fish, man. That's so good. I knew this place.
We made a nice fire and we're looking forward to more action.
Where do I go?
We changed spots and it started to snow. The scenery was just perfect and the spot felt really fishy.
Oh, beautiful steelhead. Goodbye, buddy. Yes! That's the way to end the day, eh?
Right.
That was so good. Just on this nice leech on the swing. Bite first, missed it. Second cast, boom! And run. I was scared to lose it, man. That feels so good with the snow. Everything is perfect. Perfect day in BC. Oh my God. Cheers, buddy, man.
What do you think about a Quebecer?
Hey, we're pretty lucky to come here and catch him under 1,000 casts, so it's pretty good,
Yeah, you put us on the fish, man.
you know.
Yeah, teamwork. Cheers, man.
Good job. That's right, teamwork. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good fishing with you, Fred, there the last 2 days. We had typical steelhead weather. You got blowouts, you got rain, we had snow, and we were rewarded with a couple fish. And that's what it's all about. That was a perfect steelhead trip and typical when you come to Terrace. You gotta work hard for your fish, but when you get one,
Nice.
it sure is
First
special.
fish, man. That's so good. I knew this place was. Oh.
I know 2020 was a difficult year for everyone, and let's hope we can all put this behind us. But as funny as it is, for me 2020 ended up being quite the year. You wanna know why? Because fly fishing is the best remedy out there.